Okay, welcome back to BBJ Area Tech Lessons. So as I explained in the meeting which you had, I have opened my code editor. So this is a Visual Studio Code which we will be using. And as I explained earlier in the meeting, I said in these lessons we are going to focus much on front end. And front end, you mostly look on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So today I want just to introduce to you an HTML, and I explained what an HTML is, where we said we use an HTML to structure our websites. So it's just an hypertext language which is used to structure our website, what your website should be doing, and how your website you want it to be presented. So in this case, we will only talk about HTML, as a lot has been talked. I talked about the architecture of a web architecture. I explained about it. I said it is made up of website, also a server, and an IP address. So I explained what a website is, and I also explained what a server is, and I also explained what an IP address is. So in this video, I'll just record on how to use HTML and also do a certain thing whereby I'm going just to present some heading in this website. A lot has been explained in our class. So this class doesn't matter what knowledge you have about website, from zero to hero. That should be happening in these lessons, regardless of the knowledge you have about technology, regardless of knowledge you have about website. Don't worry, we'll begin from zeros until you reach where you'll be able to build a very beautiful and responsible website. So let's now write a HTML code. So I said you go on file, then you say new file, then you name your new file. So in this case, I'll just name it an index dot. So I said when you are writing an HTML file, you put an extension called HTML. So HTML as an extension for HTML. So it's defining a file. So this file is an HTML. That's why you put an extension called HTML. Then you save. Now, it will ask you, where do you want to save me? So I'll save it on desktop. Then here in BBJ. So I'll just say create. Then I'll have it here in my code editor. So the first thing I have to write, it's a structure or the syntax of what an HTML. So an HTML begins with a doc type HTML. So after a doc type HTML, you just write HTML. You open an HTML page. So you open it. Now between these two tags, we have an open tag. This is called open tag. Then this one is called a closing tag for HTML. If you can see the difference, a closing tag is defined by using a slash, this one. Then an open tag doesn't have a slash. That's the difference we have to consider for now. So I explained on headings. I said headings are just from 1 to 6. Now before you write those, you need some stuff to be written. The first thing, you are going to define a header. So we define a header by just saying head. Every person needs a head, and a head used for you to think, and also to used for a purpose whereby it has to present you. What you think is what you'll be doing. So here, between the head, you're going to put a certain properties, the properties for the websites, and also the title. So the title is what will be appearing in your web browsers. So the first thing, you're going to define the title. So you define a title. So the title for this one, I'll just say this is BBJ lessons. Then there is a lot to put on the head, but for now let's just focus on this. I'll just put a title, the rest will talk about them, the metas, and also the style sheets, and whatever, everything you want to be used, like style sheet, metas, the language of your web pages has to be presented in the head. So for now, let's just end here on the title for now. Let's include the title between the head. So from there now, you need a lot of things, because in your website you are going to need, you need to explain about your website. You need some images to demonstrate your users. You need a lot of things to be put on your website. Now, where do we put all that things which we see on our website? So you are going to define another tag which is called board. So board, it also has an open and a closing. Now between this open and closing tag, you are going to write something here. So here now, that's where you are allowed to put whatever you want to present to your people out there, to your users. So let's first start with the headings. So about the headings I explained to you, we have headings from 1 up to 6, and we saw the difference. So let me present it also to you. We are not in the class. So we have header 1. So I'll just say header. We also have, let me just copy and paste for us not to take much of the time of typing. Paste, 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 paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last one, paste. So this will be the second, this will be the third, so this will be the fourth, this will be the fifth, this will be the last one, 6. Okay, let me close them. So like they are closing tags, oh sorry, oh shit. So this is 3, this is 2, this is 4, this is 5, yes, like that. Oh yes, now if you see header 1, header 2 up to 6. Now let's observe the difference. So you are going to save it and go where this is saved. So we saved it here, and you're going to see it here. So I'll run this one. Just take time, depends with your machine. So it is done. So this is a title here. You can see here, this is a title which I wrote in head. Now these are the headings. You can see from header 1 to header 6. I think you can see even the difference. The header 1 is looking much bigger, and the header 6 is looking smaller. So it depends with you which header do you want to put on top of your information. So this is all about the heading. It's just from 1 to 6. So and our task has to represent headings from 1 to 6. Then from there we'll proceed to the graphs, and from that part you are also going to look on paragraphs. From that part you also look on how to put an image in your website. See you tomorrow around 19 hours. Love you. BBJ is there to help you improve.